Imagine a scenario where the fiery, outspoken voice of Fox News isn't just calling the shots on television. What if that same voice was in charge of the nation's defense? That's exactly what President Trump has proposed, tapping Pete Hegseth, a leading Fox News host, as his next Secretary of Defense. But who is Pete Hegseth? And what does his appointment mean for the future of American defense? Let's dive in. Pete Hegseth, newly appointed Secretary of Defense, is making waves with his bold and unapologetic stance on reforming US military leadership. And he's not holding back. In a recent statement, he made it clear: anyone involved in woke culture and socially correct garbage needs to go. But what does that mean for the future of the US military? What changes is Hegseth calling for, and how does he plan to bring them about? Let's dive into the details of Hegseth's remarks. First up, he's calling for a major overhaul of military leadership. His primary message? The US military needs to get back to basics, focused on warfighting and only warfighting. Here's what he said.
Anyone involved in the woke has got to go. You have to re-establish that trust by putting in no-nonsense warfighters in those positions who aren't going to cater to the socially correct garbage.
Strong words, right? But it doesn't stop there. Hegseth is advocating for a major shakeup at the top levels of the military. According to him, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs needs to be replaced, along with any general or admiral involved in promoting DI, diversity, equity, inclusion, or woke policies. He's not just talking about firing individuals. He's calling for an entire ethos change. The military, he argues, has lost the trust of its own soldiers and leaders because it has moved away from its primary mission, fighting wars, towards political correctness.
You got to get DEI and CRT out of military academies. You're not training young officers to be baptized in this type of thinking.
Hegseth is calling for a return to traditional combat standards, even suggesting a return to the standards set in 1995. His reasoning? Keep things simple and mission-focused. And when it comes to recruitment, he's got an idea for that too. Bring back the high-octane motivational ads that make people want to serve. Think Top Gun, the kind of recruitment that makes you want to fly jets, fight for your country, and join a brotherhood of warriors. But Hegseth's biggest concern? The lack of trust between military leadership and the rank-and-file troops. He believes that the current leadership is too disconnected from the realities of combat. And that's why service members don't trust them.
There's a reason people don't want to serve, because they don't trust that their senior leaders are going to have their best interest in mind in combat.
Hegseth argues that when he served, despite the mistakes and differences in strategy, he knew his leaders were committed to the mission. Today, however, that trust has eroded, and it's time to restore it. So what does all this mean for the future of the US military? Will Hegseth's vision of reform take hold under the new Trump administration? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. Hegseth is determined to strip away the distractions and focus the military on what truly matters: winning wars. What do you think about Pete Hegseth's plan? Is it the right direction for the military, or is it too harsh? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more updates on military reform and political insights. Thanks for watching.